Hello everybody and welcome to another J&D review. Today we'll be reviewing Wolverine by Revoltech. And before we get into the video, can you guys do me a favor? You see where it says subscribers? You see the number 93? Yeah, we're looking pretty lonely over here, so if you can, please click the subscribe button, show that you rock with us. And if you did that, that would be awesome. But getting back into the review, the first thing I want to talk about when reviewing Logan here is going to be the awesome box that he came in. Wolverine came in the clamshell / box style of packaging. Right here on the front you have a cool picture of Wolverine. You have the amazing Yamaguchi powered by Revoltech. You have Wolverine series number 5 sculpted by Yamaguchi Katsuhisa. Totally nailed it. And right here in cursive at the bottom you have Canelephant and Kyoto. Now you have the clear plastic where Wolverine will later on be housed. And underneath it, you have the X-Men title and the Marvel Comics title. On the left side of the box, you have even cooler pictures of Wolverine. You once again have the amazing Yamaguchi, powered by Revoltech. Wolverine, series number 5, sculpted by Yamaguchi Katsuhisa and Kyoto. Same thing on the right. Wolverine, amazing Yamaguchi. Wolverine number 5, sculpted by Yamaguchi and Kyoto. On top of the box, you have a cool still image of Wolverine from the comics. You have the Wolverine title, Wolverine number 5, amazing Yamaguchi, and the clear plastic looking in. On the bottom of the box, you have the warehousing and licensing information, and you have a cool picture of Wolverine. Now on the back of the box, you have various poses that you can put Wolverine in, and the assist by Deadpool if you want to go pick him up. You have cool quips that Wolverine likes to say. On the bottom you have promo pictures of Wolverine and a lot of Japanese dialogue. Now when you first open the box, what may fall out is the card / poster. Right here on the sides of the cards, you have Wolverine pretty much laying waste to everything. A cool picture of Magneto. And right here on the front, you have Wolverine and some of the X-Men. You have Iceman, Storm, Beast, and Kitty Pryde, also known as Shadowcat. And for honorable mention, Amy gave me this cool picture. Right here at the bottom it says, Amico illustration by Cha. So, thank you, Cha. Now, finally out of the box and into Wolverine. We've been waiting for Wolverine for quite some time, and I can definitely tell you that he is the ultimate Wolverine. Starting off with the paint, I love the paint on Wolverine. The thing that I definitely want to point out when speaking on him is definitely the blue that he has. It has a nice glossy blue, and it shines in light. Same thing with his shoulder gauntlets, his gloves as well, and also his boots. Now, I definitely want to point out something about the boots. If you look at them, you can see that they're gray and blue. Now, if you know anything about Wolverine, they're supposed to be blue and black, but Kyoto, I think they wanted to go with a more stylized look when it came to their Wolverine. So, like I said, I think they knew that it was supposed to be blue and black, because if they did, then they wouldn't know anything about him smoking cigars. If they knew he smoked cigars, they knew he had blue and black boots. Just saying. But looks very nice. Another thing I want to point out is that there's a couple of paint mishaps. Right here on the belt, you kind of see, if I can get that to focus, a yellow splash in the red where the X is. And underneath, you kind of see a small tint of yellow in the blue. Other than that, it's a 10 out of 10, and I don't mind the boots because they still look pretty nice. You know, don't mind it at all. But at the end of the day, the paint is still a 10 out of 10. Now, getting into the sculpt, I love how Wolverine looks as accurate as can be. He's definitely reminiscent of the Wolverine from the Marvel vs. Street Fighter video games, which is awesome. Another thing I want to point out that I like about him is how ripped he is. You know, Wolverine is definitely a guy who likes to hit the gym regularly. Well, speaking on Wolverine, maybe more than regularly, but he looks nice. He has those popping pecs, as you can see. His arms is nice and beefy. His legs is stocky, looking very good. Wolverine is just ripped, okay? That's what I like about him. Another thing I want to point out is his facial expression that he has. If I could get that to focus, he definitely has that I don't take crap from nobody bub look. I love all the facial expressions that he have, you know, that's awesome. I like the claw sheaths, which looks good. His arms aren't too long, his legs are too short, vice versa. The shoulder gauntlets look good. The sculpt is definitely a go. Now, getting into the articulation from the waist up is pretty much filled with Revoltech joints. So from the head, he looks this far up, which is pretty far, this far down. You can 360 the head. I'm not going to do it, just know that it can. You have a slight tilt to the left, to the right. His neck has a joint in it, which goes this far down, one click, and it goes this far back. His arms goes out this far, and I really don't like that because it breaks away the sculpt. The only thing connecting him is the arm joint, as you can see. Like I said, don't really like that, but with the articulation, there's going to be a couple of drawbacks. Right here on the shoulder, you have a swivel, which really don't go that far. But thanks to the elbow, you have a nice swivel right there. Bend all the way in, which is great for those claw poses. You have a swivel in his wrist, and you kind of have a pivot right here, but don't push it too much because with Revoltech, the hands like to fall off. Right here in the solar plexus, you can bend this far forward for those dynamic poses, and this far back. You can swivel, same thing right above the belt. Have a swivel, the belt doesn't get in the way at all. Right here in his legs, they're on ball joints. They go all the way out. They go this far in due to his stocky legs. You have a swivel. You have a double bend at the knee, which surprises me, but you can get those deep dashing poses that you need to take. Very awesome. The boot has a swivel. And right here at the ankle, you have that Revoltech joint, which causes his foot to go this far forward, this far back. He has a foot hinge, as you can see, but he doesn't have any real pivot. But he can still take on some dynamic poses. But let me go ahead and see if he can survive the shake test. Let me get him in a more dynamic pose. Okay, there he is in a dynamic pose. Oh, let me put him back down. He survived the shake test. Had to do it again because I placed him wrong. But like I said, very good on the articulation. Now, let me stand him up and put him over here, and we can get into the accessories. The first thing I want to point out is going to be the interchangeable hands. The ones on them aren't interchangeable hands, however, but these are. You have two item holding hands. If I can get that to focus, there you go. Look nicely painted just like the ones that are on them. He also has these sprawled out open hands, which are nice, you know, look like he's grabbing something. He also has another item holding hand, which I believe is maybe supposed to hold a cigar. He comes with interchangeable heads. This will be the first one. He has a more intimidating look, kind of a snarl. Very nice. And he also has that Berserker Rage face. Very awesome. Love that. He comes with his adamantium claws, as you can see. Very nice. They painted nicely and kind of glints in the light. Let me show you how to put those on him. What you want to do is take the hands off. That's what I always do. And what you want to do is dig right here in the front. And you got to have nails to get that open. And that'll come out. Take the claws, the peg right here, and just go ahead and slide them in to the hole. And like I said, this hand is kind of small, so kind of hard for me to put it in, and there you go. And then what you want to do is attach him to Wolverine. Go ahead and put that back in there. There you go. There he is with his claws. Good stuff. Now let me take this one off. Go ahead and put that on there so it can look complete. what you want to do is, like I said, my hands are kind of sweaty. It's kind of difficult on this side, but let me go ahead and leave that alone. I can't really get that like I want to. And sometimes what you would do is you kind of mess up the joint on the inside, so try to go ahead and really look in there and get it in right. Like I said, the hands fall off quite a bit when it comes to Revoltech joints. And it's really in there, so let me go ahead and try to place it in. May have to do this off camera. Okay, getting the hand and the claw in place. Let me go ahead and put that in. And pretty much there's Wolverine with both his claws. Let me move this out of the way because we don't need these anymore. Like I said, looking very dynamic, you know. And last but not least, let me interchange the head. What you want to do is pop that off. Make sure that stays with you, and we're going to go with the snarling head. Go ahead and place that over the top, like so. Take that hole, put it inside the Revoltech peg that's on the inside, and you really got to line it up. So go ahead and put that in. Just let me move that back. It likes to move around like kind of like Tamashii Nation. So there we go. Finally got it. And there you go. There's Wolverine. Put the claw back on. There's Wolverine with the snarling face. He also comes with this swooshing action for his claws. Like I said, kind of reminiscent of the video game. And last but not least, he comes with a Tamashii stand. Now, he's supposed to come with a cigar, but I think Marvel and Kyoto decided that that wouldn't be, you know, child-friendly. So we don't have that. But nevertheless, that would be the end of the review. Be sure to rate and comment on the video. Say if you like it or not. And tell me, what do you think of Wolverine? Do you like him? Do you love him? You know, I like him. And like I said, I definitely think that he is the ultimate Wolverine thus far. And that's coming from me. So with that being said, this has been another JND review. This is the J, signing out.